Hello, my name is Isaiah Pasco. This is my before and after video. My two words are rejected and pursued. I'll start my story by saying that I came from a Christian home and accepted Jesus into my life at a very young age. So everything's good, right? Not quite. Even though I came from a loving home and family that wanted me, I still dealt with and felt a lot of rejection throughout my life, which is why my first word is rejected. Um, Everyone wants to be liked, wants to have friends, and to belong, but I would say that my desire for companionship and acceptance is stronger than the average person just because I'm a really, really big people person. So while growing up, not yet being mature, I tried to get friends by trying to prove that I was better, thinking that people would like me if I was the best or winner. So I was very, very competitive in games, sports, and knowing stuff, and things like that. And things that I would make into competitions that really weren't. And these aren't obviously attractive attributes if you're trying to get friends. So people made fun of me a lot, didn't want to associate with me, and stuff like that. All of these things compounded each time into my feeling of rejection. I began to develop defense mechanisms like being oversensitive, taking things more personally than I should, being more concerned with being rejected than I should, and being very quick to accuse other people of intentionally trying to hurt me or reject me, and just trying to control or make people love me. This pattern of relying on people for approval while holding all this past baggage and then being rejected continued as I grew up, which led to more baggage. Um, it was kind of like an endless cycle. It didn't matter the venue, whether high school, community college, friends, sports, or even Christian groups and churches. I always seemed to be the oddball, the odd man out, the black sheep, whatever. That there was always something wrong or different about me that didn't quite work with the mix or go with the flow. And that when I did get friends, it seemed that eventually some issue would come up and would end that friendship. So this led me to be very, very lonely and even depressed. I would have weeks of just hating myself for being different and not fitting in. Um, I can remember times of just feeling so alone and very painful. But all this while, I was still a Christian, saying that I believed in Jesus and that God is all powerful. Um, but I wasn't living what I believed. I wasn't applying it to my life. However, after transferring to the U of I, God got me in touch with people in a group called Crew. And after seeing these people actually act on what they believed about Jesus and how He is all that you need and not people, it helped me to follow and live in what I believed for all these years, that He will never leave us nor forsake us, as it says in Deuteronomy 31:6 and other verses. But not only that Jesus wouldn't reject me, but that He pursues me. He already came all the way down to the world to die for me and for you, as it says in John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have eternal life. And not only will God pursue me, but He will bring people into my life. People that will not only help support me in my walk with Christ, but just in life in general. I won't have to go out to seek friendships desperately. They'll come to me. That's why my second word is pursued. Here we go. It's the truth that as I rely more on God and not on man for approval, that things will work out for the best for me. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't still struggle with stuff, but it means that I can always trust God to love and pursue me. So before I felt rejected, but now after I started trusting Jesus more fully, I know I am pursued. And the same can be true for you. If you trust in Jesus for your salvation and for your approval. If you have any questions or just want to talk, feel free to message me or comment. Thanks for watching. Peace.